Welcome back to another video at Desk Pop. Today we're talking about 22 long rifle, and I purchased every single 22 LR home defense, self-defense, personal defense round, so you don't have to. Today we're going to talk about if 22 is useful for personal defense, and if you do decide to use it for personal defense, which 22 long rifle round would be the best for you. We're not going to use this beautiful 10.5 inch custom built gun by me. It's not custom built, it is just a KSA pistol in a chassis that I built for it. We're not going to use this because it's a 10.5 inch gun, and this is not what you would be, packing for personal defense, probably. We're going to use this. This is the Taurus Tuck, TUC-22. They did not send me this. I bought it. Basically, I need a cheap 22 long rifle gun that people would carry for personal defense in order to make this video, and this one is cheap and fits all the bells and whistles. It's as you would expect from Taurus. You guys know how we feel about Taurus. The gun works. The gun shoots reliably, which is amazing. I think that's the best you can ask for any Taurus. Are these plates already loose from just our minimal use and shooting? Yes. Is this going to be my 5-star recommended carry 22 long rifle gun? No. Is it cheaper than a Beretta Bobcat by 50% the price with the same look and aesthetics and kind of a cool edgy design? Yes, and therefore I like it. And it also has a 2-inch barrel that we can flip up and load one round into to make it a little bit easier to do this test. And that today is why we're using this one. This is what you are most likely, in my opinion, to carry if you're willing to carry a 22 long rifle, but you're not willing to carry any other gun. I always recommend carrying a higher caliber. I carry a 380. I think 380 is fine for personal defense if you load it with the right rounds. 22 long rifles, not what I would go for recommendations. However, if someone doesn't want to carry a gun, but they're comfortable carrying a 22 long rifle because it's not a high recoiling system, and a lot of people with like arthritis or similar who can't take the force of 380, even though we have guns specifically designed for that. But if you can't do it, you're only comfortable carrying a 22. Will it work? What's the best ammunition? That's probably why you're here, and that's what we're going to test today. Let's get into it. All right, so I've got the slow-mo camera set up. I don't know if that's going to be any use or not, but I guess you guys will find out. And then what we did is we took microfiber towels, just 2, and put them here to simulate clothing. Pretty much everyone who attacks you should or probably will be wearing some sort of clothing or a jacket over top of it, especially where we live. A jacket is super normal, so this is about as thick as a jacket. It is not denim. We just did 4 microfibers. It's 2 microfiber rags folded up, so it fits right there. It's about 4 thick, as you guys can see. It's taped right here. We will shoot every single round through, and we'll mark on this the point of impact so that we can see which one goes the deepest, and then hopefully try to keep track of it because there are like 11 rounds to put in this. Gel blocks are $110, guys, so if you're wondering why we only want to use one, it's because they're $110 a piece. And a huge shout out to our sponsors, Gideon Optics and Arrowhead Tactical Apparel. Gideon Optics, if you need optics for your handgun, rifle, or anything like that, red dots of any kind, they're a good American-based company. You're good, supporting good American dudes who are innovating in the optics industry. And then Arrowhead Tactical Apparel. If you need apparel that looks something like this, it's pretty cool, it's pretty classy, or gym wear to wear to the gym, you can check them out. And don't forget to use our code PLEASE at checkout. And if you use our code at checkout, you get 10% off, discount on your order, and more importantly, it tells them to keep supporting us, and it lets us keep doing projects like this. All right, let's get into the testing. All right, guys, starting it off with CCI Suppressor 22LR. This is a subsonic hollow point. So you guys who are subsonic users can see I tested it out of this tuck from maybe 3 feet away. Yeah, I'm going to try to shoot in the block and fit all of them without stacking rounds here. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. All right, that shot went through, and oh, perfect. We have a very, very short wound cavity, not very far in. So we're gonna mark it here with a Sharpie, and we'll write what it is, and then we'll move on to the next round. All right, next round at the same distance. This is also CCI, segmented hollow point round, also subsonic, right? Yeah. Yeah. Same distance. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And that was good. We made good contact here. And it looks like we zipped out the bottom, potentially. But there's no, oh, no way.
Oh, we got the bullet.
Oh, no way.
Which is interesting.
Zero expansion of any kind and zero segmentation of any kind. Definitely hit the reg.
Just gonna say, noted on the box here, it does show it
Segmenting. So we got no segmenting out of these segmented hollow points. Probably, again, due to the fact that this is like a 2-inch barrel. So the 2-inch barrel on this is probably part of the factor for that. But that being said, it seems to have zipped out. So I'm comfortable saying that this is our penetration distance. It didn't have enough velocity to go through the table at all.
Just sputtered out the back.
Just sputtered out the back. So I'm going to call it lost right there. Not enough energy to go out the table. Only like a 1/4 inch further than the CCI suppressor round. So probably right there. All right, next round we're going to try round number 3, Stinger 22. This is our first supersonic round. All of the remaining ones are supersonic or supposed to be supersonic. Stinger 22 LR. All right, firing the Stinger 22 LR in 3, 2, 1. That felt faster, and it went a little tiny bit further than this one, and it looks like it did the thing that we see all the time, which is rounds flipping backwards. Very limited expansion once again. Very limited expansion. Are you able to see through the gel?
I don't think it's getting it too well.
That's okay.
Focus on it either, really.
And it looks like it went further. Yeah, it's the furthest reacher so far. But it is supersonic, so that makes sense.
Furthest jack reacher.
The furthest jack reacher so far. Next round is Federal Punch 22 LR. This is probably going to act more like an external hollow point. At least that's how it's designed to act from my understanding. This is Federal Punch 22. It's a 29 grain. It is specially designed by Federal for personal defense out of a 22 long rifle, short barrel handgun, which I happen to have. This is the round that I tell people to carry when they say I'm going to carry a 22. I'm like, fine, this is going to give you the best chance. So I've said that just on data I've seen, never real world research. So this will be cool because we'll find out if it's actually working or not.
The screen died.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever I was saying about Federal Punch, we're going to do the shooting now. 3 feet away. Oh yeah, this is where we find out if I was right in telling people the stuff just based on what I've seen. And this is like a real world test. So it'll be cool to see. All right, here we go. Ready? Firing in 3, 2, 1. What?
No?
No.
Really?
However, I would argue it had the most expansion so far.
Yep.
But it did not have any more distance. It may have bumped this round. The slow-mo will tell us. But it did go just as far as the other round.
Yeah, so
Federal Punch can be marked right there. All right, next round, Winchester Super X. This is another high velocity round from Winchester, 22 LR. Basically, guys, the way I got these rounds, if anyone's wondering, if you feel like I missed your round, I just go on Midway, and then I buy all the bullets. So, yeah. This is a good time to mention, thank you, HSL Ammo, for sponsoring the channel with ammunition so I can waste the rest of our money on random miscellaneous rounds that I find on Midway. HSL Ammo has good reloads. They are very affordable, and they run, which I think is the most important part. All right, here we go. Winchester Super X in 3, 2, 1. That's a heater. That might have gone the furthest and had the most expansion so far. All right, here we are with the most tactical round we have. This is CCI AR Tactical. It's for those guys who buy the M&P 22 Sports or the 22 long rifle ARs. They actually are really good. I like them. They're fun for training. Here we go. AR Tactical. Oh, I'm way too close. In 3, 2, and 1. And that one zipped. Wow.
That one got a good couple inches further.
That's a really good expansion too.
Yeah. It's right backwards too.
And yeah, it flipped around backwards at some point. It is wow, it's significantly farther than all the other ones.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm putting it right there. Yeah.
Right there.
Right there. 6. Alrighty. The AR tactical stuff actually out of a short barrel did really well. Okay, CCI Velocitor round. Another CCI round. Here we go. And out of this guy here in 3, 2, 1. That looks like it went right next to the other one.
A little bit behind.
There it is. It ripped through. You can see on a lot of these rounds, and we'll show you guys this in a B-roll shot. We can see in a lot of these rounds, the blue rag is getting dragged in with them. This is Winchester Silvertip. This is our next batch of ammunition. This is also supposed to be like a personal defense round. It's kind of a hollow point. Here we go. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, I like that wound cavity.
Yeah.
Not the deepest round we've seen, but possibly the finest looking wound cavity I've seen so far. It looks like it tried to expand even though it got clogged with some of the rag. Let's put that with 5.
Okay. So.
Just above 5. This is our next shot. It's Remington Ranch Hand. Here we go. Also a defensive load. Defensive load in 3, 2, 1. That ejected forward. Interesting.
I see.
And that stopped pretty short. I put that in this with this 2 batch. Winchester Wildcat testing. This is another defensive round, as they all are. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. That's a good one.
I think that's the new furthest.
That might be, nope, this guy's still the furthest. Number 6 is still the furthest, but up top here, good expansion. Definitely the best expansion we've seen so far, or a tumble, one of the two, but that guy's all the way up here in between 6 and 7. All right, Federal, whatever that is, premium?
Premium.
Federal Premium 22 LR comes with a 325 round box. Here we go. Also a hollow point. 3, 2, and 1. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was furthest.
That is the furthest. Not, I will say it is the least amount of expansion. Almost no expansion. I'm wondering if the slow-mo will pick that up. All right, that's the furthest though. Okay, so to show you guys kind of the point of this test and the point of using this short barrel gun is because if you're using the 22 for like your carry gun for personal defense, your barrel's probably about this size. This is probably what you're running. The bullets can't really do what they're fully designed to do because most of them are designed to be coming out of a longer barrel. For example here, this is a 10.5-inch barrel with a suppressor on it. This is that segmented hollow point. That's the guy that only went to 2. I flipped the block around so you'll be able to see it do what it's supposed to do. You'll notice it didn't segment and it also didn't go in very far. So here's out of a 10.5-inch barrel, we should at least get segmentation here in 3, 2, 1. That's gone.
Went all the way through?
That's gone.
Yep. It zipped right out the back.
Yeah, so out of a 10.5-inch barrel, we actually just got complete pass-through. So this becomes a much more lethal, usable round, viable round. So what did we learn today? Well, we learned which 22 long rifle, hopefully, is the one that you want to use for your own self-defense or personal protection if you have to use a 22. We would be behooved. Is behooved the right word?
Behooved seems right.
Anyway, it'd be egregious of us to not mention to you that the FBI standard for penetration is 12 inches minimum, with a preferred penetration of 14 to 16 inches. This is 10 inches at the most from all of them, with the average being 8 inches, which 8 inches is a lot. But in terms of bullet lethality penetration, according to the FBI, not a lot. Now, the common argument that I hear, and I think it's like the most dumb cope ever, is like, well, you don't want to get shot by a 22. And it's like, well, yeah, no one wants to get shot by a 22. Yes, a 22 will kill someone. It will kill people. It has killed people. However, in terms of self-defense or protecting yourself and others, stacking the odds is something that a lot of us like to do. You are not stacking the odds if you're using a 22 long rifle. However, if 22 long rifle is the only thing you or a loved one will confidently carry, anything is better than nothing, and therefore, yes, 22 long rifle is great. Maybe consider the one that penetrated the most insanely. I would say go for a balance of penetration and expansion here. But is 22 long rifle the best for self-defense, and which 22 long rifle ammo is the best for self-defense? Technically none of them, but you guys can tell from this video, hopefully it gave you an idea of which one you want to pick. And if you guys like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. If you want to see us test more ammunitions, we will. I think next on our list is 380. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the flippity flip.